In the heart of a vibrant African village, there lived a girl named Zuri. She was born with only one arm. She was the third child in a family of 4. Her siblings were loving, but they often struggled to understand her. Right from a very young age, Zuri had often faced ridicule from the villagers. They were not kind to her. They laughed at her, calling her names and whispering behind her back. Parents often warn their children not to associate with her, that she's cursed. Zuri had no friend except her family. So due to the loneliness, Zuri often spent her days exploring the nearby forests, where she found comfort among the trees and whispers of the wind. The elders of the village often spoke of a prophecy, a child born under the full moon, who would one day save the village from a great calamity. So one fateful day, a dark shadow loomed over the village. A severe drought struck, and the river that sustained their crops ran dry. The villagers panicked, their laughter replaced by fear and desperation. They gathered in the village square, seeking answers from the wise elder, Mama Power. Mama Power spoke of a hidden cave deep in the forest, where a sacred water source lay protected by ancient spirits, and only the chosen one could retrieve the water and save the village. As the villagers debated who would undertake the perilous journey, nobody was willing to risk it because of the dangers that lie ahead. The next day, they gathered again, yet no one was willing to go. In the midst of the debate, Zuri stepped forward, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and determination. "I will go," she declared, her voice steady despite the whispers of disbelief that followed. So the villagers exchanged glances. Some began to laugh. "You, the girl with one arm," they said. But Zuri stood firm, feeling a calling deep within her soul. Her family tried to stop her, but she refused, telling them her mind was already made up. With a heavy heart but unwavering resolve, Zuri set off into the forest. The path was filled with thorns and shadows that seemed to reach for her. As she ventured deeper, she encountered various challenges. Each obstacle tested her strength and ingenuity, but Zuri found ways to adapt. She used her one arm to climb, to balance, and to navigate the dangers that would have overwhelmed others. As night fell, Zuri stumbled upon the entrance to the cave, its mouth dark and scary. She hesitated for a moment, recalling the laughter of the villagers. But then she remembered the desperate faces of her family. With a deep breath, she stepped inside, the darkness swallowing her whole. Inside the cave, the air was thick with tension, strange echoes from every corner of the walls. Zuri pressed on, her heart beating very fast. Suddenly, she encountered the ancient spirits guiding the sacred water. They were fierce and imposing, their eyes glowing with a worldly light. "Who dares to disturb our sanctuary?" they boomed. Zuri, trembling but strong, stepped forward. "I am Zuri, and I seek the water to save my village. I may be different, but I am strong and determined." The spirits regarded her with a wary look, their expressions unreadable. "Prove your worth, child," they commanded. "Face the trials of the cave, and only then will you earn the right to the water? The trials were grueling. Zuri faced illusions that preyed on her insecurities, visions of the villagers laughing at her, and challenges that tested her courage and wit. But with each trial, she drew upon her inner strength, her connection to nature guiding her through the darkness. She realized that her perceived weakness was in fact her greatest asset. Her one arm allowed her to think creatively, to adapt, and to overcome. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Zuri emerged victorious. The spirits, now softened by her bravery, granted her access to the sacred water. As she filled her vessel, a warm light enveloped her, and she felt a surge of power coursing through her veins. With the water in hand, Zuri raced back to the village, her heart pounding with hope. When she arrived, the villagers were gathered in despair, their faces etched with worry. Zuri stepped forward, holding the vessel high. "I have returned," she cried, her voice ringing with triumph. The villagers, surprised, disbelief etched on their faces. "You? How come?" they murmured, their shock fading away gradually. With the sacred water, Zuri poured it on the floor. Instantly, the ground began to shimmer, and life surged back into the village. Crops flourished, and the river flowed once more, bringing joy and relief to the villagers. As they witnessed the miracle, the laughter that was once mocked transformed into cheers of celebration. In that moment, the villagers realized the truth. They had underestimated Zuri all along. No longer was she the girl with one arm. She was their savior, a beacon of hope and resilience. They gathered around her, their faces filled with admiration and respect. "Zuri, you have shown us the strength of your spirit," Mama Power proclaimed, her voice filled with pride. "You are a true daughter of this village." From that day on, the villagers celebrated Zuri not just for her bravery, but for the lessons she taught them about acceptance and strength. They learned to embrace differences and to see the potential in everyone, regardless of their challenges. Zuri became a symbol of courage, inspiring others to rise above their limitations and to believe in their own worth. As the seasons changed and the village thrived, Zuri found her place among her people. She no longer wandered the outskirts in solitude. Instead, she led the children in games, teaching them the importance of kindness and resilience. The laughter that once stung her heart now filled the air with joy, echoing the spirit of unity that had blossomed in the village. Zuri's story became a cherished tale, passed down from generation to generation. It served as a reminder that true strength lies not in physical perfection, but in the courage to face adversity and the heart to uplift others. The villagers learned to celebrate their differences, and Zuri, the girl born with one arm, became a legend, a testament to the power of purpose and the beauty of embracing one's true self. Now we have come to the end of today's story. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.